Hi all, it's Froggy Friday. So, summer's here, officially, I believe. And I have got these lovely powders that I got from Temu. And I want to make something very bright and glowy and summery. I'm going to start with UV resin to make the pattern. And I'm going to start with, and these are all stacked, so you can't actually separate them. You just have to kind of do it like that. But that is a beautiful bright red. Wipe it off my mat before it stains. And throw in a bit of UV. Try and hold it in my hand so the light doesn't get at it too much. That looks like it's properly mixed now. I'll get my light on standby. And I'm going to start off with just a few spots. Oh, but I think I've mixed up far more than I need. That doesn't really matter. Right, now I need to quickly zap that because it's running down and I should have had more sense and cured the other ones before dropping that last blob in. That should be enough to hold it in place. I'm just going to pop this under my UV light and I will be back. See you in a tick. Right, I'm going to be far more careful this time. And I think I'm going to go with the purple. Oh, look at that. Oops, not even in shot. I'm going to take it out of shot so that I can mix it in properly in a second. Just want to show you how it starts. It is very gritty. Neons and glow in the darks don't mix as easily as standard mica powders. So it does need a bit of working. Right, so the plan with this is to go round the red. I'm going to start curing each one individually before I move on, because that was silly. Now you've seen what the plan is, I'm going to get the purple all around these, and I will be back in just a tick when we're ready for the next one. See you in a bit. Okay, moving on. You may notice I decided to put some in the elbows as well. I'm going to go with the blue next. and the green. This is going to be the final colour because I'm running out of room in between the dots. I started badly, so it's okay though. You can see a couple of them ran here because I didn't cure them enough before I tilted the mould. Never mind. I'm going with the bright yellow for this one. This is fully cured now. So I'm going to go and mix up some resin. But first we need the magic. Okay, so I've got my resin mixed up. I've got roughly, I think, 70 grams of resin pro eye crystal there, because I mixed up more. What am I saying? I don't know. So I'm going to use this blue glow-in-the-dark powder for the next layer. This may or may not be the final layer. Depends how far this goes. See a little bit of... Right, so... Cap powder, powder cap. I'll probably have to mix some white to put behind this, actually, because this stuff doesn't mix that well, and it's not particularly opaque either. So I'm probably going to do this layer and then put a layer of white behind just to give it a bit more opacity. I'll speed up through the mixing for you. Okay, this is about as mixed as it's going to be. This is still a bit gritty, but I should have really put it in my stand mixer. I've got the Resiners dual head mixer, which I used to initially mix the powder, which is the resin. It's absolutely great, saves my hands. But I'm going to put this in, just going to throw it in. See how far we get with this. But I do need to leave some space for the back coat. I think that will actually... I think there's only a drop left in there. Might as well throw that in as well. Right, so as you can see, it's quite transparent, but hopefully it'll give a good glow. I should have put this through my debubbler as well, really, but never mind. I always think of these things when it's too late. So I'm going to go and move this off my desk because I have other things to do. I won't put it on the heat mat yet because I need to give it some time to degas. And I will be back when we're ready for the next layer. See you in a bit. Well, we're ready for the final layer now. I'm going to do this in just plain white mica. Doing a very good job of getting it out of there, but you know. I'm also going to put in a bit more of the blue glow in the dark, just to give it a bit of a hint of a glow, hopefully. Okay, we seem to be there. Let us just blow this over. So help it up into the toes. I'm not really doing a very good job of that, am I? I'm missing more than I'm actually doing. Just needs a little bit of encouragement. Don't we all? I'm going over the edges of the mould here. I'm making a right mess. Okay, so put the rest of it in. And see a couple of little bubbles rising here and there. Mostly just here and there for some reason. The other colours seem to be fine. It just seems to be the red that I didn't do a very good job of getting up to the edges. Right, this is full, and I am going to go off, put my feet up for a bit, and I will see you for the demold. Bye. Right, this is ready to come out of the mould now. So let's see how easily or otherwise this comes out. I do pretty well lately, except for one or two minor incidents, which you will see on a future video or two. Oh, it doesn't want to come out of there. I knew that was going to happen when I said it's been coming out too easy. There we go. Now I did get a bubble here, and I got some little micro bubbles there, but I'm not really worried about those at all. So let's have a look. Oh, he's quite bright, isn't he? Let me get my UV torch and see how that hits the colours. It's a bit sad that the purple and the blue don't really glow very much, but that's okay because the rest of it makes up for it, I think. And in theory, it also glows in the dark, but I'll have to wait for later to show you that. See if we can see any glow there at all. Maybe, maybe not. So, as I think I mentioned earlier on, I threw all the extras into the mold because I mixed up far too much of this stuff. So we have a second frog. Let us see if this one wants to behave itself. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Here we go. And that's what I did with this one. Now, I didn't put eyes in because I hadn't intended to make this one. It was just because I had so much of the UV left over that I threw them into the mold. And again, the red, the yellow, the green all lights up really nicely. This green is glow in the dark, and there's a little bit of glow in the dark in the feet as well, which you will see in the photos later, which I will take after dark. I can sort of see a touch of the glow in the dark, but that's okay. So, hope you like this Froggy Friday. Definitely summer disco vibes there. Don't forget, check out the playlists. There are, I think, 4 current playlists. There's the original, the April, the May, and the June. Give us a thumbs up. If you're not already subscribed, please do. It won't cost you a penny, and it does help my channel out a massive amount. So, see you soon. Bye.